A lot of marketing professionals would tell you that email is dead. I don't think so. Whenever I hear someone say that and then take a look at their underperforming email campaign, it's typically a case of not being at the right place at the right time. Creating urgency, telling a story, and crafting an offer the reader can't resist at the right point of the sales funnel are just a few of the ways you can get more out of your email marketing campaigns. I'm Nels Henderson, and I'm a marketing instructor and a small business owner that practices what I teach. In this course, you'll be looking at what makes an email resonate with the reader and more likely to convert as a customer. So what are you waiting for? Let's get started. Before you write any kind of marketing email, you want to look at who you are writing to and why. Assigning categories to the types of email you send helps you understand the recipient's role and where they might sit among your brand's target audience. Doing this has the added benefit of allowing you to tailor your email marketing strategy to the needs and interests of that audience. Foundational emails introduce your brand and establish your brand's identity. These emails might be a welcome message or a newsletter after someone has given you their email. It's your chance to introduce them to your company's background, values, and what they can expect from you. Educational emails provide valuable information and insights into your products and services. They are meant to inform and not be a hard sell. They might include a how-to guide or a case study. People who receive these might know about your brand but haven't bought from you yet. Promotional emails are sent to qualified leads. These are people that you are pretty sure will respond to a discount offer or other value-added offer like free shipping. The recipients of these emails might have shown an interest in your brand in the past or may be likely to buy again. Engagement emails are typically sent to people who you've already interacted with and involve asking them to do something like complete a survey or leave a review. This might also happen with the last category, one-to-one emails, where it's an individual email from you to them. Now that you have context as to what kind of emails you'll be writing and sending, it will be a lot easier to craft effective emails that meet your needs of your audience. Adding a sense of urgency to subject headlines and emails can increase open rates and, more importantly, click-through rates to conversion. Creating a sense of urgency means using words like urgent, now, today, or immediate. You are urging people to act now and highlighting the consequences of inaction because of a limited time offer. A webinar you are promoting might have limited seating, or an offer might expire in 24 hours. It's FOMO, fear of missing out, that you are creating in the subject line. Because you don't want to be crying wolf through overuse, you should also use other ways to improve subject lines, like using personalization with the user's name. For example, specific and clear, but not end-of-the-world deadlines like announcing a 24-hour flash sale ends Friday can also be less urgent but still get the point across. If you have a really big email list, it can also be useful to take 10% of that list and test out a few different headlines. Using open rates, you can take the most successful headline from a relatively small test and use it on the other 90% within a day or two. You want to give people a reason to open your email, so put thought into it when drafting your copy. Fortunately, well-crafted subject lines offer a clear solution and a path to solving that vexing problem. Meeting consumer needs with email is about being at the right place at the right time. A logically structured email where you can get the information you need about a sale, product features, and more is often the difference between conversion and frustration on the part of a consumer. A logically structured email has a compelling subject line and an engaging hook in the first paragraph or two. There is a logical progression of ideas where each part of the email is connected to a clear call to action. Keeping your email concise and focused means eliminating unnecessary jargon and centering your message on key features and benefits of your product. When outlining your ideas for the email, ask yourself if you are using persuasive tools in your writing. Is there an emotional appeal where you show an understanding as to what drives your audience? Maybe they are moved more by a logical appeal where the facts, statistics, and logical arguments win the day. Once you've created this logical flow and outlined what is in it for your customer with a persuasive appeal, make sure to put thought into what you want them to do next and create a call to action that makes sense. Don't assume they know what to do, and make sure to make that call to action clear as day. This way, it's not just your open rate that will increase, but also conversions from all the email campaigns you manage. A powerful way to add context to your email campaigns is to align your emails to a specific part of the sales funnel, whether that be awareness, consideration, conversion, or retention. First, emails that introduce your brand, outline your values, and set the tone for how you communicate match the awareness stage. They help establish brand recognition and have the least amount of segmentation, meaning they can be sent to practically anyone. They can also be considered foundational emails as they are foundational to the brand. Next, emails that are more educational in nature are valuable in the consideration stage. They might address specific problems or needs a customer may have, and they tend to outline the positive benefits of your product. These emails might have more segmentation as they could be sent to people who have asked to be on your email list. These emails are educating and providing information to your potential customers. When potential customers are ready to buy, you'll be making your email about a promotional offer, whether that be a discount, free shipping, or other call to action. This would be the conversion stage because you are encouraging a sale. To be most effective, these emails can be sent to a highly segmented audience, like customers who left something in their cart. Once they become your customer in the retention stage, you are sending them newsletters and exclusive content which get them engaged with your brand and ready to buy from you again when ready. In each stage, the key is to understand and match the content of your emails to the mindset and the needs of your target audience. Are you building knowledge and trust in your brand, building relationships, or sealing the deal? By aligning your email campaigns to specific parts of the sales funnel, you are creating a more cohesive and effective email marketing campaign. When you've done your work as a marketer and understand your sales funnel, you start to understand who your primary customers are and why they buy your products. You've probably even learned something more about them along the way. Personalization, like addressing someone by their first name in an email, is only part of what can further be refined by deeper segmentation. Did they leave an item in their cart? Did they always buy from you during the holiday season? Have they left you a good review? These are the segments to look for which can take personalization way past using someone's first name. You might already know or think about demographic segmentation like age, gender, income, occupation, and the like, but there are a few more that can be even more useful. Geographic segmentation, or targeting specific locations to be at the right place at the right time, works wonders. As a political campaign manager, for instance, you might send direct mail to specific neighborhoods because you know what issues move them to vote. You might also have a way to look at psychographic characteristics like lifestyle, social class, and personality traits that you can leverage. So, when using segmentation to email prospects, you can look at their behaviors as an effective way to increase open rates, click-through rates, and conversions. One of the most important things to do when planning email campaigns is to be clear about what problem you are trying to solve for your customers. What pain point are they having that you can smooth over? One way to think about this when planning and drafting emails is to provide context through email categories. If you are writing a foundational email, like one that welcomes someone to your product, you are going to need to be focused on how to get people actually using your product. Find out what's keeping them from starting and find ways to address that specifically in your email. In education-related emails, you might focus on a topic which educates your customers on how people use your product in ways they might not have thought of. If you are writing an engagement email, like to leave a review or post on social media, make a special offer to them if they do. This will increase your success rate. With promotional emails, you are either announcing a sale or providing a nudge, with a specific discount maybe only available to them. The best way to think about this is if you have a customer sitting on their couch, thinking about a product they might have for sale, and they were ready to buy. What email would you want to send to them? Planning your emails in context with email categories makes sure you are focused on what customers are expecting and what they need to keep coming back. You want to tell inspiring stories that support each stage of the customer journey and match wherever people are in the process. In the awareness stage, a brand origin story can prove inspirational, building an emotional connection with your brand. When consumers are in the consideration stage, focus your story on customer success and testimonials. These show how your services or product positively impacted real people and highlight how your product solves problems and adds value. Encouraging the final decision to purchase is part of the conversion stage, and stories that center on the daily life of your customers and how your product or service is an important part of their success are good to tell here. Alongside this kind of story, promotional discounts or other offers like free shipping can help seal the deal. Finally, Building long-lasting relationships is what the retention phase is all about. Here, you want to find stories that resonate around post-purchase support and community engagement. If you are a car company, for instance, telling a story about someone who just rolled past 200,000 miles on the same engine speaks volumes about the longevity of your product. It's important not to forget that after telling a great story, make sure you also tell your readers what to do next and what is expected of them. Typically, they might learn more when going from awareness to consideration, or be buying, subscribing, or registering now when converting. You might even find that the customers you want to retain might be great for pitches to leave a review or tell their own brand stories that support you. When managing email campaigns, feedback comes in many forms. This feedback will typically be either qualitative or quantitative. Qualitative is what you hear people say about the email campaign, and quantitative is what you see in the metrics. Both are important, but often are confused with each other. So an example of quantitative data would be your email open rates, how many times people have clicked on links in your email, and how many conversions you might have that are directly attributed to the email. This is something you can literally count, and in general cannot be misinterpreted because it is actual data. Qualitative, on the other hand, is literally what people are saying about you. You might have surveys, feedback forums, or direct customer response where you get this information, but it's only from the people that bothered to take the time to do so. Often this kind of feedback is from people that feel strongly one way or another, which in and of itself can elicit bias. Don't get me wrong, it can still be incredibly useful, but what I love about metrics is that they tell a story about what everyone did as a whole rather than when a single motivated customer decided to take action. So let's say you have 10 email campaigns running throughout the month and one of them has high open rates, is creating sales, and getting great direct response feedback. This kind of positive feedback, both qualitative and quantitative, would help you determine the secret sauce of that email. Then it's your job to take what made it different and bring that to other email campaigns to make them even better. Congratulations on finishing the course. You've learned how to make emails resonate by matching them to the stages of the sales funnel, have them be more engaging with personalization, and being in the right place at the right time to promote conversion. In short, I'd love it if your biggest takeaway from this course is putting yourself in your customer's shoes and imagining where they are and what they'd want right now. If you want to learn more about these kinds of topics, I'd suggest signing up for Think with Google, which is a great newsletter on marketing topics. There's also a lot of great conversations about marketing happening over at LinkedIn with experts like Andy Crestodina, Alex Hormozi, and dozens of everyday marketing people exploring what makes for a good marketing campaign. And lately, I've been watching videos on YouTube from the Y Combinator on marketing with startups. Really good stuff. Make sure to follow me on LinkedIn and my website at nelshenderson.com. I also have a small Etsy shop for my self-published books on marketing at a store called The Marketing Classroom. It's been great working with you on this exciting topic, and I wish you all the best.